Oh, una... Oh, una... Oh, una...
Una good afternoon, fellow Ambazonians, and for all our people them for Ground Zero. Una good evening for all una, for our people them for North America. I throw una salute for some of una na morning time, for some of una, for some na afternoon, for some of we na afternoon, and for some other people them now already tomorrow. I salute all man, and I hope say all man is spirit. It is fine. First, I want to tell the Ambazonian people say the state of our forces them they be very strong. Their spirit they be very strong. They be very focused. And when I feel understand why the one the way they don't surrender, the one the way they don't the work now for the political transition for La Republique. When I feel understand why they be more desperate. The liberation tax, it costs Cameroon and all the groups and the activists then, where they don't surrender, where they work now for a return, where they work now for the political transition for after Mr. Biya, it make them they not sleep. The noise, the chaos, the write-ups, way from Mark Barretta to Sikot to Nam Angels, from Christmas Ebini to everyone. The noise, now because the liberation tax, it give them headache. The liberation tax don't become a poison to their spirit. The success of a liberation tax, the moment the Ambazonia Governing Council can announce and say, the Ambazonian people don't raise 100 million in 7 months from the liberation tax. La République du Cameroun, at Tanganjipol, the Prime Minister's office, the Minister of Defense, and all the groups and way they did for outside the way, La République don't create them as a counter to the Ambazonian resistance and the liberation. From that day, they never be able for sleep. The biggest worry where Cameroon get them According to Jeune Afrique, the French newspaper will be very popular for Africa and for most of French Africa, what they call in Jeune Afrique. According to Jeune Afrique, the number one public enemy we for Ambazonia, the nationalist we fight for give Ambazonia full and unconditional independence. We Mr. Bia the fear him the most, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. That one now an article where it come out for the front page of Jeune Afrique. Said Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba now the number one public enemy for Cameroon. The World Bank report, we all una don't read them, most of una don't read them. They clearly tell everybody and the world, say the Ambazonia Governing Council, now the most uncompromising liberation movement for Ambazonia. And it be now the movement we poor Bia it fear them the most. Just 2 months ago, the International Crisis Group they put out a report for inform the international community and the Ambazonian people say, La République du Cameroon, it don't create its own movements within the Ambazonian political space. Ground zero. When I don't do something where no other generation don't ever do them. The sacrifices, the resilience of our people them, the commitment of the Ambazonian people them, the hunger for freedom, the quest for one be free, it be so strong, it be so deep. The sacrifices of our people them, and the price we were people that they pay them for be free. It be so overwhelming. No noise, no confusion. With all the noise they don't make them over the last 7 years, with all the confusion they don't create them over the last 7 years, ground zero still be strong, it be stable, it be resilient. I asked a question today for waiting Mark Barretta writer, and I just asked a simple question for my response to Mark Barretta. I read them for una. I read my response. What I write for Mark Barretta, make a read them for all una. A response to Mark Barretta. If you and all the 5 IGs knew how to build a better force and lead a holier liberation war, why haven't you done it in 7 years? I'm going to ask the question again. In response to Mark Barretta, if you and all the 5 IGs knew how to build a better force and lead a holier liberation war, why haven't you done it? You evoked sentiments, sympathy, and emotions as an act of desperation to get our people to submit to nothingness, to the advantage of the occupier. You people use the same tactics in Lebialem and Fako. What has become of them? Almost lost. You kill our forces in Meme and confiscated their weapons. What has become of Meme? Almost lost. You murdered 39 ADF fighters in Bui, collected their weapons worth more than $100,000 and surrendered them to the occupier. You moved from state to state, fanning hate, and anger, crying out for your lost glory and failed experiments, creating interim government without a vision. You massacred more than 183 Ambazonians in Manu in an attempt to steer the population against their freedom. Used and surrendered the loose forces there and transacted them back to Manu CPDM elites and other beneficiaries of the occupation. You are now what is left of Manu finished. You are now in Momo, slowly surrendering and handing back Ambazonia to Cameroon. After Momo, you will head to Mezam. Where is the AMF you said you people had a liberation force? Where is ASC? Where is county by county? Where is the National Army? Where is Ground Zero Defense Forces? Mark Barretta, if you, the 5 IGs, and all the network of activists knew how to build a better force and lead a holier liberation war, why haven't you done so in 7 years? You don't love Manu, neither do you love Momo. The enemy burned houses in Bui a few days ago. Why didn't you write a long thesis? Why didn't you engage screaming on social media? Why didn't you? The only strategy for your social media relevance left for you and for all those who have surrendered and are now actively working for political transition in Cameroon is the constant and daily blame and smear campaign against the AGOFC, the ADF, and Dr. Joe Lucas Ayaba. Fellow Ambazonians, follow Mark Barretta and the rest of the 5 failed IG experiment at your own risk. Before you realized, you will wake up in Mvomeka, just like my trip to Boya and war draft. Make her ask the question again. If Mark Barretta, if Sikot, if Nam Angels, and the 5 IGs, they be fit, they be Ambazonian enough, they love Ambazonians, and they want to liberate Ambazonians. Why for the last 7 years, they never built a better force and show the Ambazonian people how to lead a cleaner, a holier liberation war? Why they never do it? That's why I ask these questions. There's a difference between noise and substance. There's a difference between taking action for a people and being sentimental. For 7 years, you get to ask them this question. When they kill Ivo, what will become of Manu? What will become of Fako? What will become of Meme? Why all the places where they cause this hate, they find this anger, why they never rebuild those places? Why be say any place we will move for Hande, it go back for Cameroon? Why? So before we go too far for this discussion, make a take on a back. For the discussion we get them yesterday, so that we can understand what it go on. I be a researcher, I be a leadership strategist. I'm not there for play games with sentiments. My goal as a peak performer is for show you how to produce results. At the end of the day, the only thing will matter for life, you produce results or you end up in chaos. Okay? Between 1953 and 1956, They trained Amadou Ahidjo for France, for prepare Amadou Ahidjo for take over the presidency of La République du Cameroon. Amadou Ahidjo will already be a member of the French Colonial Assembly as a member of the the French Colonial Assembly for La République. They be don't prepare, they be don't train. The three objectives with the French, they set them out for prepare Ahidjo for independence. Number one, France will give Cameroon independence. France will give Cameroon independence directly under France. Number two, Ahidjo must clean La République du Cameroon and get rid of the UPC. The condition for independence, Ahidjo must clean La République du Cameroon and get rid of the UPC. Because the UPC, they be stand for unconditional and full independence of Cameroon. While Ahidjo and Biya and the rest, they stand for independence without economic, legal, educational control. The UPC, it be one make France, it give La République full independence. With France, it no go get control over La République. Ahidjo and Biya and the rest, they be stand for gain independence and for be under total French control. So, three objectives. Number one, France, Cameroon will gain direct independence and be under France. Number two, the Ahidjo agree, say, once Cameroon gain independence, the second objective where he must achieve for the French, now for unite the British Southern Cameroon under La République du Cameroon. These things, they start for discussion since 1956. By 1956, the plan for take over Ambazonia, it will already be carved out. Number three objective, La République du Cameroon, it will be under Coopération des Accords, the French colonial pact, will give France full authority over La République. By 1966, 5 years after the plebiscite, Ahidjo dissolved all political parties. They take the first step, dissolve all political parties and integrate them into the one Cameroon party. From that date, the political fate of Ambazonia will already be finished. The takeover was complete. By 1970, they replaced Foncha with Muna, right? They replaced Foncha with Muna. Game over. Ambazonia no be get any political representation anymore. It be directly under Ahidjo. I asked a question yesterday. I want to ask you the question again today. Why be say Ambazonia come out for one side? They get the same status as La République, as category 2 territory, B territories. They prepare them for independence at the same time. Why the Ambazonian political leaders, they leave them? Another category B territory. It take pen. Foncha will be the premier of the territory of British Southern Cameroon. Ahidjo will be the premier of La République du Cameroon and the president of the Federal Republic. But why we say Ahidjo, another premier of another state, we want to come together for form a union. It take pen. It sign a unilateral decree for ban all your own political parties, and you accept them. Why? And it not only ban your own political parties, but it integrates you back for your own political system under their own party. and you accept them. Why? Welcome to political manipulation and the art of political manipulation. I want to talk about this brave man. What they call it, General No Pity. Be very important for all now. Be very important for all the fighters on the ground. General No Pity, after General Ivo, the second general after General Ivo Mba, I'll be very honored and make this cap for 2021 in his honor. After General Ivo Mba, the second most skillful, brave, defiant, tough Ambazonian soldier will exist for that territory, General No Pity. General No Pity, being an ADF soldier, trained by the ADF, groomed by the ADF, they raised him as an Ambazonian soldier under the Ambazonian Defense Forces. Just like General Kata, just like all the generals on the ground, including Spirito and the rest. Almost all the generals for the ground, they start as ADF fighters. General No Pity, wait till you do one. If you only compare, if you reach, wait till General Ivo do one. The kind of actions and way you carry them. The kind of pride we give for the Ambazonian people. The kind of honor we bring them for the liberation. The kind of toughness we stand as a soldier, as a commander, as a general. The way they take them for shame the enemy, for stand up, for show the enemy the Ambazonian power, for fight. He called them for phone. Say they come, and he will be there for fight them. So, how he can reach such a general, so brave, we get not only the charisma, but he get the kind spirit for stand up, for fight, for challenge the enemy for every aspect. What will make it be great? Now the first question we'll get for ask him. What will make General No Pity? It will be so great. What will make Ivo be so great? Now what will make it be great? And what will differentiate it from all the other generals? Why they be so feared? Now why the enemy they be feared? As I talk for now, I want to pull up a video here for now. What will make the enemy be feared? Why the Republic be so afraid of No Pity? When they hear a name, they not sleep. What will be there inside it? Now what will make a young man like that? It be so focused and it be so successful. As I ask this question then, if you be a soldier on the ground, start for looker. Wait till we make General PT so great. Who say that power be come out for you? Now for who say we get that kind of confidence?
Now no pity, General no pity. From the Marine Force Bambalang, now you the talk.
Oh yes.
You know the fear no dog. Mr. Mbia regime they over small for me for handler. Because I will deal with them.
Personally.
Now no pity, General no pity. From the Marine Force Bambalang, now you the talk.
Oh yes.
You know the fear no dog. Mr. Mbia regime they over small for me for handler. Because I will deal with them.
Personally.
Me they come. I always make them to know that whoever dares not pity.
Now wait till we make no pity, no pity. Why be so great? Who say get that kind of power, that kind of courage, that kind of spirit for stand, for defend the land that kind of way? Because now what it take for be a great fighter that? It take heart. You must be strong. You must make the enemy fear you. You, as a fighter, your enemy must fear you. And now it is General P to do on that. Not be only talk, through actions. He carry the kind of actions we will never ever see him on the ground before. Bring down armor cars. Take down army camps, police stations. Cross even for the enemy own territory. Attack them inside. Teach them lessons. When he come out, they go cry for weeks and for months. Go gather intelligence, cross, go attack them for they carry their weapons, come back for inside the territory. Now the spirit that. Today I want to make all we honor ye. Since General Pity died, none of the people the way that they claim say it be under their control, it be the fight for them. None of them ever come out from outside. We can make a simple statement. Since we General Pity died, number one, General Pity fighters and SSF, they be tell we say, make we not put any statement for outside. Make we not talk anything. So we shouldn't quiet. We respect them. I talk today because time don't overpass and it don't overstay. With the Ambazonian people never honor it. When a soldier of that kind rank and we don't make that kind of contribution, when it fall, we get an obligation as a nation, we get an obligation as a people, we get an obligation as a people we on our behalf. He lay life, he pay the price, he give a life for lay the foundation for our freedom. So I want to take the time today for honor his sacrifices, for honor his services to the nation, for honor a contribution to our freedom, for honor the journey and the progress we don't push the liberation struggle. lessons the day way I bring this discussion then because we still lost fighters. A lot of their lives and the way that they die, it be preventable. We feel prevent them. But for prevent them, we must use these things as education for our population, for our forces, for save small lives. When I remember why I bring the example of the UPC, why Paul Biya and Amadou Ahidjo, they began to make sure say they crush the UPC before La République independence. They be make sure say Paul Biya, Ahidjo, and all the rest will be ready to prepare them for the independence of La République. France will make sure say they crush the UPC and end the nationalist resistance. So that Cameroon, Biya, Ahidjo, and the rest, they go gain independence. We no go get any economic benefit to the people of La République. La République no go get political autonomy, it no go get economic autonomy, it no go get educational autonomy, they no go get sovereignty. La République no get sovereignty. They no get money, the sovereignty of their currency. No be na them they control them. Their economy, no be na them they control them. Their international reserves, no be na them they control them. All right? So, like France, if you make sure say La République, it crush the UPC. There is a reason. If they leave on, the UPC become the dominant voice, then France get no choice but for give La République full independence. So France will get for choose now the people then will be ready for compromise, accept symbolic independence, will not get any substance. Just like most French Africans, they end up for sign the economic pact, the accord de coopération until today, or when I read them, they still pay the colonial tax or colonial fee to France every year. According to researchers, according to economists, if the information there for YouTube for all now, we will be interested for this kind. The former French colonies, they pay up to 500 billion from the research per year as colonial tax to France. It not be no different to Ambazonia. The Ambazonian people, they don't rise up. La République du Cameroun, it no want them. Make the nationalist voices, they liberate the people then. Now go back, now see what it don't happen for La République, and see how La République they use now the same playbook. La République no one make Ambazonian nationalist movement. They get the strongest voice because it will lead to the full independence of Ambazonia. And Cameroon, it must relinquish control. So La République, Paul Biya, and the Ambazonian CPDM elites, they don't want them. So they create movements where they go for act, for fight and undermine the spirit of Ambazonian nationalism. Very simple. That's why Ambazonians, they feel like there is infighting. Infighting all day. There is the nationalist movements, and there are movements created to make sure Ambazonia not gain independence. For bring to that Ambazonia and Cameroon at the end of all this pain, suffering, and death, they push the agenda where Ambazonia no go fit win Cameroon, Ambazonia not succeed, and then Cameroon and Ambazonia now they get for come back, for can find some form of compromise solution, whatever that one be. That is why the noise they go on. So over the last 7 years, if you see a fighter like General PT, where he come out the ADF, they remain brothers and sisters. They get good relationship. They go carry out joint operations. They carry out, I think, 3 joint operations where they enter inside La Republic together between the ADF and the Marine Forces. 3. So they get a good relationship. The La Republic, no one make these forces they work together. No one make they get a good relationship. Because if the ADF and the Marine Forces, they work together like they work together under for 3 operations, they could cause severe damage to La Republic. They could destroy La Republic. So the occupier know one town. That's why the occupier, no one make someone like General PT, make it be under any direct political leadership. That's why they no one make someone like General Qatar of the 7th Qatar, make it be under any direct political leadership. That's why they no one make General Grandpa of Bali it be under any direct political leadership. Because if they be under direct nationalist political leadership, independence don't come. You take the ADF, you take the Marine Forces, you take the Bafut 7 Qatar, you take the Buffaloes of Bali, you put these people, they make them work together and fight together. Because all them, 7 Qatar, all the top generals of Bafut, they be ADF. The one them, Grandpa of Bali, he been an ADF fighter. All them, they come up for one mommy and one papa. So their relationship will be very strong. They know each other, they trust each other, even if they don't create different forces. But the ability for bring them together, make them fight together, it be very easy. But the enemy no want that. So what did the enemy get for do? Now for divide them. The enemy create movements according to the International Crisis Group report for February 2024. It talks say La République it get movements and proxy groups where they did for inside Ambazonian liberation struggle. We now go read them. So these proxy political movements in the name of the IGs, their goal now for make sure say these forces they don't work together. Now the goal that. So the infighting when I think say the infighting be artificially created by the enemy through its proxies and embedded groups within the Ambazonian struggle. With their goal not only for use these forces then, so that these forces they be loose on their own, they don't get a sense of focus, they don't get a sense of direction. Their goal not just for exist, for the purpose of existing, say they define La République. But there is no specific political objective where they drive their action, where they drive their motive, where they drive their existence, where they drive their operations. Maybe we take General PT, for example, a great and a successful general. They go carry middlemen, they go transact, say, oh, today I the fight now under Ayoktabe, and then when the money need to flow again for that direction, they transact for Sako. Today I the fight now under Sako. Now Sako don't give me 2 million. And then when Sako they talk something we not find, he go come off outside. No, I need to fight under Sako. I the fight now under General PT. I need to fight me for Sako. They keep transacting these forces and switching their allegiance and their purpose from one place to the next. Now the general not get the head for focus for the liberation. Because it is twisted from one direction to the other. And because then the day inside the war, they know the outside foresee all the manipulation, the cunning, the deception where it happen. They need to see the financial transaction where it happen between the middlemen and why these middlemen they push them for different direction. And why they need to agree, make them cooperate. Why they need agreement to cooperate? Why they need agreement to fight together? Because fighting together, it will end the occupation. So it not be to the advantage of Ambazonia for the forces for fight together. It be to the disadvantage of Ambazonia. But it be to the advantage of La Republique if the forces do not work together. Because if they work together, we become stronger. If they work together, the Marine forces, they bring 50 fighters. ADF bring 50 fighters. Bafut bring 50 fighters. Buffalo bring 50 fighters. Now you get 200 fighters. And if all 200 fighters now, they go for one mission and take over the Bafut military base for the airport for Bafut. Enter inside Bamenda, 200 fighters. They enter well armed with big machine gun them, with big RPG. They fit take any military base for inside Ambazonia. So the enemy no want them. The enemy use a proxy groups, embedded political agents for make sure say it not happen. When no pity, when this general, he make this audio call General No Pity, the moment they don't hear say General Efangi and General No Pity, they talk. They go come for General No Pity, can't tell you say General No Pity. Not talk for Efang again. If you continue for talk for General Efang, the day when they meet up, they go kill you. That's the work, the script of the occupier. Because the occupier intention make them not work together. What happen with General No Pity after all this up and down, it be so frustrated. So the enemy now say, why they go through this middleman then will they not be influential for influence things them. It better not deal with them directly. By 2022, General No Pity come up, he go for Bui, he go launch the Unity Warriors. They launch the Unity Warriors as a way where La Republique if one deal directly with General No Pity through the middlemen, forget General No Pity, for unite the forces on the ground under the new structure they call and say Unity Warriors. So all when I want to see these forces, they say, oh, are they under Unity Warrior? Oh, and they under Unity Warrior. Oh, Unity Warriors for Manu, Unity Warriors for Mezan, Unity Warriors for here. Wait till they want to do. La Republique now be find the own way for end the war on the ground by penetrating all these loose forces then, bring them under a general way, don't be so renowned, and then we use that general now for say, look, well, as when I don't see this war need to really go the way we want them, we will want to negotiate. So a deal, if it's supposed to take place, led by General No Pity and the Prime Minister through the middlemen. They create the Unity Warriors now for rally all the loose forces on the ground. We did not be under any political control. Rally them under General No Pity, and General No Pity will be now the person where La Republique will say, okay, now the fighters and this, the one can negotiate with the government. Now what is supposed to happen that with the Unity Warriors? Now the plan that of the Unity Warriors, it will be now the intention for the creation, hold on a second, now what they call we know are their life. These people. Just hold on, please. It be important. My yield to that term. Hello? Oh, what you did? What you doing, man? All right. News don't come out from the Ambazonia Defense Forces. A Cameroon military spy, when a member of the Cameroon B, they don't be killed for inside, don't be eliminated for inside the state of Bui. Now we'll come back for our discussion. Thank you very much. All right, I'll try to gather my thoughts. So the Unity Warriors, it be been a platform where they be created for gather the loose forces, for get a dialogue with the Prime Minister of La République du Cameroun, saying that the fighters and this on the ground, they don't come for dialogue with the government for end the armed conflict for which in the call and say the Northwest and Southwest. And General No Pity, it be been the soldier, the commander, where the middleman, the one use for do that transaction on the ground. And they bring all this education for una. Make una understand the goal of the occupier now for undermine the aspirations of the Ambazonian people and for gain independence. The occupier need to fight Ambazonians directly. Paul Biani the can fight we. Bia don't create a power structure for Ambazonia where they call and say elites. Since Paul Biya became the president of La République, he never ever campaigned for any presidential election because he built a network of power where he no need for campaign. For Manu, he look certain people them and appoint them for top position for the colonial government. Then he take all the subdivisions from the division of Manu. He go for each of those subdivisions. He find influential communities and find influential voices within those communities and give them position as government delegate, a director of this company, a director of this public company, a minister of this. Bia don't do them all across Ambazonia. Aiju also be do them during the own period. Bia don't come, he don't expand that network. Primary school teacher, na Paul Bia the appointer. Headmaster for primary school, na Paul Bia the appointer. Principal for secondary school, na Paul Bia the appoint you. You be bossa for secondary school, the appointment the commander for Paul Bia. You be secondary school teacher, na Paul Bia the appoint you. Every small government position, you be head of a clinic, the appointment the commander for Paul Bia. So they use public appointments for create this network for CPDM for allegiance to the colonial state. For you for survive, for you for exist, for you for be a teacher, a headmaster, a high school, a principal for high school, a teacher for high school, you must pay allegiance to the CPDM system. So now the network of power, this, where they don't build them, and they don't create now this elitism for our culture. Now these elites, the top members of the CPDM, the mayors, the SDOs, the government delegates, the people where they call them procureur general, all that kind of people them. All right, people that they control managers of the public company them, all them. Now the people them did that way they be the middleman. So now the people that way they do the transaction. Now the people there for Manu. I'll give you now a perfect case study for Manu. For place where I come out, for Mamfe, for place where I come out, for Kajifu, for Boki, for inside with the headquarters for Manu na Mamfe. The former mayor, very popular mayor, if he don't make him money as a young man, he become the most successful businessman for Manu. Now he buy all the cocoa for Manu. Mayor OJ already start as a young man with nothing, with small box. Then he build one store, take that one store, work very hard, build 2 stores, carry money. He see say cocoa don't become the biggest thing. He start to go for all the villages for money, for buy all the cocoa, go for La Republique, go secure big contracts then, load 20 trucks of cocoa, move them from Ambazonia to La Republique. The colonial state, you see this young man, how he be very successful and he be very engaging. Communities that love him, people them for all these farmers then, for all the villages, he treat them very well, good relationship. He need a cheap person, he need to take people their cocoa and he never pay them. You see this young man, charismatic, fun, playful young man. Now what did they do here? They immediately take OJ and make he become a counselor overnight. They don't take a businessman because he be influential, they make a counselor. The moment they make a counselor, they make a mayor. Just like that. One will come my own brother be a mayor. One will come my own cousin don't become a mayor. When this war start, it not be like this dirty game where La Republique is doing. They say, look, you know all these fighters, you know place where they did, you know all the villages. Now money this 100 million. We need for see all these boys they disappear. We want make no fighting before Mamfe. If you want continue for be mayor, the fight for Mamfe must stop. The fight for Boki must stop. The fight for Akwaya must stop. The fight for Upper Bayan, the fight for Imojo, it must stop. If you want to be mayor. And if you want to continue for the do their business, for carry things and go, you must do it to tell you. The general for the B, now he carry the money, can't put them for the front. We now must understand the game. La Republique not fit fight this war. They fight the war now through manipulation, through deception, and through bribery. He not be fit for doing that kind of thing. He not be a politician. He be a person where he know how to make things that happen. Businessman. So he don't know for play this kind of dirty game. How if he now go recruit other vigilante groups, give them money, may they go buy guns, and may they go kill other picking them from the same community where he come out. He not be fit for doing. He not be fit. That's why he died. That's why OJ died. Because he not be fit for play the game. Follow the script. That's why OJ died. 3 weeks ago, the big people them for the Presbyterian Church, And the big people then for the Catholic Church, they come for diaspora. They start for Canada, work out for 3 places for Canada with money before they move to the United States. The noise we will not hear, not been an empty noise. It be driven, it be created, it be spread, not by the middlemen of the occupier. Every Ambazonian on the ground, he want freedom. Every fighter we woke up for fight for Ambazonian liberation struggle, he want freedom. You must be aware of how Cameroon is function. I don't give you an example of why they get for eliminate the UPC. Take that example, see them for the Ambazonian resistance, you see why there is so much noise. And why for 7 years, all the groups and what they call them the interim government, when not them the ones speak on behalf of all Ambazonians. Because now the purpose that we create for create a counter to the nationalist aspirations of the Ambazonian people then, and create groups then where they no one touch guns, they no one control forces, meaning that then they speak on behalf of Ambazonians, and everybody else must be under them. Why when I think say for 7 years, with all the possibilities, the financial capabilities where they get them, why they not take no pity? I talk them for 2021, I talk them for 2020, I talk them for 2021, I talk about 2022. Why they not be fit Ayok Tabe IG? They not be fit for take no pity, I advise them and make no pity, make it fight under them. Because it will be easy for create collaboration when these forces they under political leadership. So that we use the political leadership and we bring two political leadership and the defense forces for the various political leadership to fight together just like we do on Sokadev. And we succeed for take Sokadev and the Ambazonia Defense Forces for go for Canada talks. Why Ayok Tabe IG it not be fit for take no pity, make it be under them? Why even the Sakos, they not be fit for publicly take no pity, make it become a force under the Sako group? Why you think say for 7 years, none of the IGs, where they did 5 of them now, they not get any force where they did directly under their political control? Why? Why you think say they want to deal with these forces from a distance through middlemen? We now understand the reason for the attack for the Egg of Sea. La République, il need to fight Egg of Sea. Paul Biani, they come for outside, can't begin to talk about Egg of Sea, the ADF, Dr. Cho. Why they say not only the middlemen, even the CPDM elites, they know what they need to talk about it. Not the middlemen. So you must understand how manipulation work, how deception work, and how they use them for intoxicate you and make you not succeed. Knowledge is power if you get the right knowledge. The wrong knowledge, it will lead you to the gutter. The right knowledge, it will empower you, inspire you, open your mind, free you from intoxication, and give you a path. Any person who wants to succeed for life, please take this seriously. Whether not for your own personal life, whether not for your business life, whether not for your career life, if you live and other people, they intoxicate your mind. And you not get a vision where you drive your life. Something where every day you woke up for morning time, be a purpose. If you live on the noise, the emptiness of the public, you know will ever become anything for this life. La Republic, it don't create so many ghosts, weaver birds, for every day, for put negativity, confusion, blackmail, sabotage for your head, so that you no go fit focus for your liberation. The forces they no go fit focus for the liberation. Now the enemy work that. So this thing they be sponsored, they be engineered, and not be like something will be very unique to the Ambazonian resistance. Now a general tactics where all systems that they use them. Election they come now for the United States. Okay? They create all sorts of strategies. The Democrats against the Republican against the Democrats for influence public opinion. So it not be unique to the situation of Ambazonia. But you must understand the science, you must understand the art, you must understand the tactics. If not be so, you go be carried away without even knowing why you think say things they need to work out. Things they go work out. Things that they work out. Make I tell you why. Noise. It never move Ambazonia 1 inch forward. Who's a man you day today? If all those people that they make that noise, they get the capabilities, who's a man you day today in terms of the liberation, in terms of the resistance, in terms of fighters? Who's a man you day today? Zero. Who's a coupe day today? Wait, it don't happen for Libyale. When they make noise, confront them as a nationalist. There is only one solution to the Ambazonian chaos. Will be artificially engineered. There's one solution. If General Pity be alive today, and General Pity, through a courage, a bravery, a creativity, he find a means for raise 500 soldiers on the ground. If Sikot, he want General Pity send 100 well-armed men for that same momo, all the noise go stop. Now here, Mo talk say General Pity they alive. And Momo, Sikot make noise about Momo from outside here. Say because they block the Trans-African Highway, La Republique the vex, so La Republique go instigate the agents, make they can make noise. Forget the population, say, oh, una protest, una make audios. General Pity send 100 well-armed men or 200 well-armed men. The noise will stop instantly. Now the same thing with the ADF. The ADF gonna be now only there for 9 states. If you take 50 forces from anywhere or 25 from anywhere, and you want to bring them for other blocks for come project power, the moment you move, the enemy will take over the other place. So sometimes, when this noise and this chaos will be artificially engineered by paid agents, when they come for do these things, not because of nothing act, but it will come a time where the moment you make that kind of noise, first is a call for the closure of the Trans-African Highway, and you go mobilize the population using CPDM elites, somebody can protest, we will send 200 well-armed men and clear the place down. So that we will compare noise and power. For a liberation war, the only currency for a liberation war is power. Not be noise, not be sentiments, not be emotion. The world not the chop emotions. The world not the chop sentiments. The world need the chop sympathy. Sympathy, they feel use for manipulate you. They feel use sentiments for manipulate you. But in reality, it boils down to nothing. A person who can't use sentiment to manipulate you, and another person put 200 well-armed men for your front, the game is over. The game don't be over for the 5 IGs. Because La Republique, it don't try all the way. But would you always outsmart them? It be true, say they don't slow Ambazonians down drastically. That's like far. From Manu to Meme to Coupe to Ndian to Fako, they don't slow it down. But can we rebuild? Yes. Can we make much more progress? Yes. The resistance still be strong? Yes. The IGF succeed? No. I'll give you an example. Right immediately after the successful Canada pre-talks, the Ambazonia Governing Council said, now we don't work together and we achieve this big, unprecedented goal for our people, for gain the recognition of our identity and La Republique sign up, and gain commitment, and Canada don't come on board. A big deal. First time for the history of the Ambazonia people, for Shidon for table at the international system, with La Republique one side, Ambazonia one side. First time. It never ever happened since 1961. So it be unprecedented. First time for La Republique, for recognize the identity of the Ambazonian people there and define that identity. So the Ambazonia Governing Council say, look, since we don't achieve this thing together and we go there as one, make we build momentum. So the egg of CCO, make we tour the main parts of our community them for diaspora, bring all our community them together, unite the Ambazonian people them, and focus and channel all our energy for the liberation by creating the All Ambazonian Conference. They said, okay. They agreed. They create flyers, they create document, they set a date. The Ambazonia Governing Council be willing for buy the ticket for other movements. Who they say they don't get money. The egg of CC, you don't get money, no problem. We'll go buy you ticket. They call the All Ambazonian Pre-Tour for bring the Ambazonian communities, bring this movement them, for start for show a sign of oneness. Nobody show up for the first meeting for Canada. The first pre-tour meeting of all the leaders. Nobody showed up. And they not even talk to the need to come. Nobody showed up. Second meeting for the United States, for Atlanta. Nobody showed up. John Bakuro Kamle, Akwanga call for that same day, CDC. For each of these meetings, the Ambazonia Governing Council moved the vice president for good day. Even when Yerima talks no get money, the egg of CC will go buy you ticket. They sabotage the All Ambazonia Conference. 2 months later, they are Yoktabe IG. Through the CBN, they go announce the All Southern Cameroons Conference. We don't move from Ambazonia. We just finish our work for Canada and achieve this breakthrough. We agree for create the All Ambazonian Conference for unite our communities, unite our people then, and show a sense of oneness. 2 conferences for the AAC. They not show up. 2 months later, they are Yoktabe IG through the CBN. They go create a counter conference from Ambazonia to Southern Cameroons. Because We don't beat the occupier through the Canada talks. 3 goals to nothing. We achieved 3 big international political objectives where they lay the foundation for any future negotiation and the future of Ambazonian independence, because our identity as a people don't be defined as the party to the conflict. Now, La République de Fear say if Ambazonia they be united, we show a sense of oneness, mobilize our people then. Ambazonians, they will be so confident, they go pump money for the liberation, where we will use and now collectively as a people for transition all the forces on the ground into Ambazonia National Liberation Army. We'll be at the next step after the negotiation. All these movements where they participate for Canada talks, they will come together, work together through AAC, create a leadership forum where all them will decide how it will function, use this popularity and success of AAC, mobilize all Ambazonians and prepare the Ambazonian people for the All Ambazonia Conference. 2 months after the first 2 sabotage conference of the pre-tour failed, the Ayoktabe IG and the CDN, they create a counter conference. Where? For the same Canada. For Toronto or Toronto. Okay? So you understand how the enemy work. You understand why the enemy no one make you succeed. You understand why they move from Ambazonia to Southern Cameroons. You understand why they no one come for conferences. Because once we show that sense of unity as we show them for Canada talks, we'll be succeed for Canada talks because we'll go there as one. The occupier no want them. So they will do everything for keep the Ambazonian people them apart. Through middlemen where they don't create them. Platform like the CDN. For make sure they will not succeed. So that they push counter agenda. Now, make we talk so okay, no problem. You know, come the AAC, you go create their Southern Cameroon Conference. How many of you be even know say some conference take place for Canada where they call and say the All Southern Cameroons People Conference? How many of you be here about it? Even the CDN, where it sponsor the conference, organize the conference, it not be fit for come out for outside, can make one statement about the conference. Yerima not be fit for come out for outside, can make one statement about the conference. Wait till happen for the conference. Wait till the conference achieve them. We need to talk about Ambazonia. Wait till the conference achieve them for the Ayoktabe own IG. And how the conference helped that organization for rebuild a battered reputation. What will happen with the conference? What will be the outcome of the conference? The counter conference for all Ambazonia. What will be the outcome? What will they achieve? Nothing. But not just for counter the focus on the nationalism. The constant manipulation and the constant division of the energies and focus of the Ambazonian people. You must understand the inner workings of the manipulation of the occupation state. Whether these people they know say now La République they influence this thing or they don't know them, they will not need for know. Know the truth, defend them. Ambazonian forces they feel work together. At the end, the liberation tax, it don't generate you 100 million CFA in 7 months. Now a nightmare to Atanganjipo, now a nightmare to Diomgote, now a big problem for La République. As Jeune Afrique talker, if the Ambazonia Governing Council, he raise 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million. The game is over. That's why the middlemen, the compromise agents, when I don't see them, don't woke up for sleep and the one destabilize ground zero. They destabilize Manu. We lost Manu. They destabilize Meme. We lost Meme. They destabilize Fako. We lost Fako. They destabilize Indian. Ambazonia lost Indian. They destabilize Coupe. We lost Coupe. They destabilize Lebialem. We lost Lebialem. Almost. They don't like you. Know the truth. The truth, it will set you free. Forces like General No Pity, General Ivan Ba, General Efa, Alaji, A4, General Kata, they will still be alive today. If the middlemen, they not be the use and create this toxic atmosphere, an environment where the enemy, it will exploit them. The chaos that they try to create them for Momo, now so that the enemy go exploit them, for frustrate the population and set confusion for the population. They set the confusion for Manu fall. Sikoni do this thing because he want free Momo. If they want free Momo, make they put 200 forces for Momo. We go leave Momo for them. Make they invest 200 million and put 200 forces for Momo and liberate Momo from La République. Why they never do it for 7 years? They go now for disrupt the ground and hand the ground back to La République du Cameroon for small financial transactions. Just like they don't confess for una. Say, from the beginning, 60 million for fight and move the ADF for Momo. Mbanda give them this money. Make I find this other video so that make we talk with facts. Man, find this other video where Oliver confess and tell all when I send a porters on be the sponsor the Red Dragons, so that collaboration will be between ADF and the Red Dragons for inside Lebiale, so that make any nationalist force not exist for Lebiale. What's that video for the late Field Marshal Day, where they talk about for town Porterson, so now they sponsor them. I find the video playing for now, so that may not be say as we just come here can't talk negative about other forces. Now, for preserve the integrity of our liberation struggle, we must speak the truth and understand the inner workings of the enemy. Now, in this.
Governor again today. After we don't first make one audio today for one. For the lockdown issue for inside Ambazonian. Where again.
Find a video of it will be a video for October 1 where Field Marshal celebrating for Lebialem and for day he stand for in front of the crowd. He be wear this traditional clothes and he declare he want to thank Minister Paul Tasson when I sponsor the Red Dragons. He talk for day. I find the video, please. I fit see for my files. I mean, just give me a moment because I try to bring this thing so that we fit talk with facts and evidence for a lot of so that our people they understand the game where they go on and why we tension be over plenty for inside the BLM. I go access that video, and even tomorrow, when I come for talk for now, I go take even 5 minutes for play that video for now. I get a lot of files from my system here. Now, I want just conclude for now. Today, Bali not in a good state because the middlemen, they don't move their hand, leave these forces them. You know, if you take a liberation force and you make a community a manager, the community be made up of Ambazonians of CPDM elites, Ambazonians of SDF elites, Ambazonians of middlemen, Ambazonian spies, and Ambazonian traitor. The reason why all the loose forces, they not fit stand, all the loose forces where they don't want to be any under political leadership, because they put them for a forum, they take generals, they take commanders, they take fighters, they put them for a forum, and then they talk say na the community, LGA go manage them. You know who they inside there? You know who they inside there? He never work for Manu, he no work for FACO, he no work for Lebialem, he no work for Kokpe, he no work for Meme, he no work for Ndian. Why una think say he go work somewhere else? He never work for Momo. No other force, not the inside the state of Momo. We even get 80%, even get 20% of what ADF don't invest in for Momo. Now for Momo, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efa, it don't give the Ambazonia people them the biggest pride. It don't show that the most fantastic Independence Day celebration. Now for the state of Momo, Usa what is Sikodon show them, build them for the people of Momo. Wait for 7 years. Not only for fight, for make sure say, what they bring her inside, now for use them for fight, the nationalists. The cure for all this noise, na power. Which I mean by power. I need to talk power now for declaration of titles. The solution to Ambazonia today. You wait, listen for me. If you be a commander on the ground, whether you commander for Manu or you come for Osai, if you put 500 sticks, guns, under well-trained forces on the ground today, now you will lead this liberation struggle. Any movement, anyone, today, even if they are Yoktabe, they decide to change their minds and take all this money for CPDM elites and wherever all their donors, and they put 500 men, they put 200 for Manu, they put some for Meme, put some for Lebielem, put some for Ndia. Trust me, they go lead. Whoever controls the ground and put 500 to 1,000 well-armed men on the ground, all the noise for Ambazonia liberation struggle will stop. This noise is because of the poverty. The noise will be generated now because the speed of things will be very slow. Even for the egg of sea, the ability for do what they want to do is still be slow. That's why when I hear this noise. The day where an additional 200 forces, they will be deployed. They will be well armed. And you put them for inside Mezam. You put them for inside Momo. All this noise for Mezam and for Momo will come to an end. All this Sikor, they engong them. The noise will come to an end. The noise is as a result of poverty. Now I'm talk for generals. Every general on the ground, for you for survive. And he talks say for liberate your block. For you for just survive. You need 50 well-armed soldiers under your control. Every general on the ground. You get 10 sticks, you never even start. Every general on the ground to survive, you need a minimum of 50 well-armed soldiers there. You need 50 AKs, G3, 50 and 5 machine guns with 3 RPGs. Only for you for survive. If you not get them, you never start. So if you did for a block and you get 5 stick, you get 10 stick, you be this close to death. You get 3 sticks, you get 10 sticks. La République deploy 200 special forces. What will be your chances? What will be your chances? That the disease this will kill Ambazonia. That's why the middlemen that they pollute with our minds with noise. Every general on the ground, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes for put 50 sticks to your barrack. Do whatever it takes. As long as you need to kill Ambazonians. Do whatever it takes for put 50 sticks, 5 machine guns, and 3 RPG for your barracks. If you want to survive. Just for the protection of yourself, your forces, and for the community. You need 50 sticks. The liberation tax, if it take with there, they go require every Ambazonian for paying. If we make this 2024 as we don't talk about, for be the end of the suffering, the pain we Cameroon impose among our people. The Ambazonia Governing Council don't only raise 100 million we end for the last week of March, yes, no, for the last week of April, the last week of March. For these other 2 weeks, we don't the enter day. They say the last week of March, they be raised an additional 5.8 million for the last week of March alone. So calculate them and see the power and the influence of the AGOFC and why Ambazonia they want this liberation tax. Because they want free. But people no one suffer for long. So they want to pay the liberation tax for liberate themselves. And they know say the promises with the Ambazonia Governing Council don't make them in the past, they don't fulfill them. They talk say they will build a Kamatsu, they collect the money, they raise the money, they build them. The money where they talk say they want to buy guns, they buy them, they show Ambazonians. So Ambazonians, they trust the credibility of the leadership, the character of the leadership, the honesty of the leadership, they work the people them throughout. Now, which other organization they can't tell when I say, well, this week we don't raise this amount of money, this week we don't raise this amount of money, this week we don't raise this amount of money. Now, make people that they do statistics, they study mathematics, take 100 million where the liberation tax don't raise them, divide how many numbers of men and women where they pay 5,000 for Mamiden and 10,000 for Papa. If you add the number up for reach 100 million, now how many Ambazonian men and women, which will be the number? We need that number. I never work out the number. For the last week of March, 5.8 million CFA for 1 week. So divide 5.8. How many Ambazonian men they pay 5,000? I mean, how many Ambazonian women they pay 5,000, and how many Ambazonian men they pay 10,000 for make up 5.8 million for just 1 week? You see now why La République de fear? You see now why they scream? You see now why La République don't activate all the spoilers. Their noise now for make Ambazonians when they not pay the liberation tax, so that Ambazonians not get the 200 million, the 300 million, the 400 million, the 500 million, the 600 million will be needed for change the conditions of the liberation on the ground. That's the purpose of the noise. That the reason that the Mark Barretta that they cry. That the reason that way the Nam Angels that they cry. Nam Angel don't create their own political movement. They call it say Southern Cameroon's Youth Movement, right? If I'm not being mistaken, I think that, right? Southern Cameroon Youth Movement. So they get their own movement. Since they create them for 2021, wait till they don't do one. They say the youth. Nyam focus. They want to make noise. Do something on the ground. Put forces on the ground. It never be too late for any person. For you, who are people on the ground, wanna stay firm. La République since 1961. Go look their own history. They never feel for produce aspirin, Nivaquine, Watano Day, for the 3 provinces, for the northern regions of Cameroon. You get Maroua, I think you get, I don't know, far north, you get extreme north, and then you get north. I don't know, I never know. You get extreme north, you get far north, and then you get north. Or you get Adamawa. I don't care, not my country. Right? Those 3 provinces, 70% of the population, they never even finish primary school. You think about it. You get 3 of the biggest regions for La République, and you get 70% of their people, they never finish primary school for those 3 regions. 80% of the people, then for they don't get water for drink. Light, no day. They don't fit take care of themselves. Now you can't take care of you. I think that's on Nigerian artists to say, now who said that they carry me go? That song, where did they carry me go? Where did they carry me go? Where did they carry me go? You know that song, right? Now for who side spoil as the one carry you go? There is no hope for La République. If they don't get hope, why they can't get hope now for you from Amazonia? If you want to listen for CPDM elites, you go continue to remain poor for the rest of your life and for the rest of your children, great-grandchildren, children's life. Your only hope in Amazonia. Between 1954 and 1961, when I see the progress, where people that be fit for creator, the kind of development will take place in Amazonia. So we be a people and a culture who feel do great things, who feel manage ourselves, govern ourselves. No person of it govern you better than you feel govern yourself. Always ask the spoilers, why did they insist make you be under La République for waiting? Paul Biasi said, no, I can't tell you now. Why Ambazonia need for be under La République? Because they not fit tell you. What did they fit offer you? What a backward, primitive, corrupt, rotten, filthy culture like that. A polluted culture. Which that kind of people them? How that kind of people them? A low-level people them. They go can create a high-level, functional, successful people them. Nobody don't go for their own system. You like them. Why you? If you don't like what you did, How you think say what you think say they can create an Amazonia? Because what they don't create an Amazonia since 1961, now a reflection of their own system. You want something different? You want a better future? You want a better life? If we end this war as quickly as possible and get La Republique du Cameroon out of our territory, it requires we to be very firm. Fight the spoilers, the Cambazonians, the one that they work now for the transition for La Republique. Anywhere where they show their ugly heads as a nationalist, stand up and fight them. Do audios, do your write-ups, stand up for Ambazonia. Not live and make any nyamfuka, any corrupt and compromised person make it sell you back into slavery because he wants small money for a pocket. You deserve better. I will fight for you, forgive you better. No pity, fight for you, forgive you better. General Efan, fight and die for you, forgive you better. Not live. You surrender your life to butchers where they don't butcher their own people them and they create an empty country where 60 years later they don't even give their own people them water for drink. As a nationalist, you get a responsibility. Your nationalism will liberate you. Not be noise. Commitment will liberate you. The liberation tax, it will take we to the promised land. So all we must be mobilizers. I don't really send my own message to the forces. I will don't tell them what you would think say would be the best solution for protect their lives, for save their lives, and for liberate the land. Any commander will not get 50 well-armed men, 5 machine gun and 3 RPG for your barrack. You know, even start for fight La Republique. When I get a good night, or when I get my contact number, when I know how to reach me. As always, we love una, stay well, una stay blessed, una get a good night. Good night to everybody.
Ce n'est pas bien. Ce n'est pas bien.